Clinton. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to the Global Clusters. It's a blissful new week, all right? And God is a faithful God, and anyone that is alive should be grateful to God for another amazing week. Okay, Sunday begins a new week. All right, Sunday is the first day of a new week, or every new week. All right, or every week. Okay, so God has been gracious. Thank you, our viewers. If you're a clusterian or non-clusterian, we appreciate you. I want to quickly thank the global president, Ambassador Aziz Adekunle Badmus. Thank you for all you do for humanity. God bless you, sir. And the global first lady, Chief Motunrayo Badmus. Thank you, ma'am. That woman has an amazing smile, honestly. She's an amazing person. Very lovely, very wonderful, uh, kind-hearted, honestly. So thank you, ma'am. And I want to thank Professor Clinton, the 001 leader of People to People Revolution. Thank you. And I want to appreciate our host, Mr. Tennyson Jaja. Thank you for all you do. I want to appreciate everyone, those that will be joining much later, those that have already, uh, those that have been following us, all right, on YouTube, on the Spark Hubs, on TikTok, on Facebook. Keep following for more nation building plans, subjects, topics, anything that is my power bank, please. Anything that is okay, anything that is positive, anything that can activate critical thinking. Okay, so Global Clusters is a place where we learn. Okay, it's a place where we learn. We gain accurate knowledge. We gain accurate information. We also gain accurate connection. I just left a live, all right, like TikTok, and I told the guy, let's talk about nation building. The first guy, I think an Hausa guy, the Hausa person, and he said, what's nation building? He said he's being sincere, and I didn't insult him, and I didn't laugh at him, and I just said, I love this guy's sincerity. He doesn't understand what I'm saying or what I was saying then. And I explained it to him, and he now said, oh, okay. And he said he's an electrician, that he's already following me, that I should follow him. I said, no problems. I can always do that since you're already following me. And it will interest you to note that another guy, young guy, joined, and he was just talking. And at some point, I said, let's talk about nation building. And he wanted to take over my live, and he was talking dirty stuff. And I told him, bros, I said, let's talk nation building. He said, no, he doesn't want to talk. I said, bros. Then I muted him. I said something, and the other lady that joined, she said she's from Benin, that joined, she now said that I should just pardon him. I said, no, sorry. I am not here. I don't have time for trash. So you just see me. I told him, I said, you see people in a meeting, and you just think everybody that joins a meeting is just there to just do nonsense. And I just told the guy, sorry. He said he will leave. I said, feel free, you can leave. You can leave. Since you want us to talk about dirty things. And I said, that's not what I'm here for. All right. Let us um, welcome the global president. I already welcomed you, sir, but I still have to welcome you. And I already said that I already thanked you in absentia. You're welcome, the global president, Ambassador Aziz Adekunle Badmus. Hi, Stukiye today. You're welcome, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? I guess the network. All right. So it is about nation building, all right? So let's quickly have our promo video while I hand over the baton to the global president, okay? So let's quickly have our promo video. Let's quickly have our promo video.
The people-to-people revolution is here, a movement redefining how we connect. In a world where institutions and hierarchies often create barriers, this revolution focuses on direct engagement, people talking to people, sharing stories, and solving challenges together. This is about building bridges across cultures and geographies, fostering open dialogue and collaboration. Every handshake, every conversation, every shared experience is a step toward unity. At Global Clusters, we believe that true change happens when people come together, empowered by understanding and mutual respect. Let's bridge divides and embrace this revolution for a better world. The people-to-people revolution begins with you. Be part of a global community that bridges divides and builds connections. Visit theglobalclusters.org to join the conversation. Stay informed about upcoming events and revolutions, and remember, every meeting is an opportunity for change. Let's connect and create a better world together.
All right, let's connect and make a better world together. It is people to people revolution. So sit back and relax. You know, my name is Fares. I'll be your anchor. But right now, we're bringing forward the global president to take us through today's people to people revolution. Sit back and
All
relax.
right.
Go nowhere. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Farex. Thank you for all you do uh, for humanity. It's a people-to-people revolution of the cluster we're in instead of answers, instead of end vertical engage in people-to-people revolution. Guys, if you are here, let's engage in dialogue, mutual support, collaborations. Um, let's do ourselves a lot of good to actually connect together. There's nothing you want to be in this life. There is no height you want to get to in life. You actually need people. You need people. So because of that, we are not, this call is not a spectator call. It's a real call for everyone to be part of. It's something that we all need to embrace. We all need to embrace, and we all need to, you know, engage in all of our community. People to people revolution is not a spectator call. It's the call for humanity. It's the call to connect everyone that is involved in it. It's the call that we're now saying, instead of having a social gathering just to catch cruise, just like when I entered to the life, I saw Rex trying to say that look at what happened between um, someone is trying to say, let's talk nation building. And it's quite unfortunate that people don't want to talk about nation building, don't want to talk about let's talk and take the right action, but they want to actually, they want a developed society. They appreciate what's going on in some other nations. They know that they love to they love what's currently they love what's currently going on in other developed nation, and they don't know that developed nation is not a call for one person. It's a call for everybody. Everyone that are part of a nation needs to join the nation. You need to join the nation. You need to add your voice. You need to take some decisive action as to nation building. And that is why the place of people to people revolution is not a spectator call. Now, there is nothing you want to become on earth. You need someone. You need somebody to, hold your hand to become whatever you think you want to become. And the place of people in our life cannot be pushed away. No, there is nothing like self-made man. We're going to be looking at that today. What we're going to be looking at today is some people come out and say, I owe nobody anything. I owe this. You understand? So, you know, some people will come out and talk like that they don't owe anybody anything. But the truth of the matter is that you're coming to this earth, you owed it to somebody. Someone carried you for 9 months. It's not, you understand? Someone, actually went in labor room to labor and give back to you. You understand? Someone nurtured you when you were not conscious. I don't know if anybody realized when he was a baby. If you're a baby and I'm a baby, this is when I was a baby. We all saw it on the picture. That is you. Somebody told you that is you. You understand? When you're a baby. Some people, they don't even know when they were 2 years old. Why some people knew when they were 2 years old. So you can see the place of people in all of our lives. People to people revolution is not something that we will overlook. It's not something that we'll take very serious. Everyone, should understand this. People to people revolution is a call. The Global Clusters is here, the first nation building social media platform. And this is the only social media platform that engage people. We don't just want a community. We want a community with meaning. We want a community with impact. We want a community that will add value regularly. And that is why we have come up with this, this initiative. The initiative of having a social media where knowledge is being shared, information is being shared, and connection is being shared. It's a no-brainer. It's something that every one of us needs to embrace. We should not overlook the place of people in our life. No one is a self-made man. There is no any self-made man anywhere in the world. No one is self-made. People make people. As a matter of fact, when you meet motivational speakers or people there are some speakers, they'll tell you, or some people that are into investment, training, life coach, and all of that, they'll tell you that if you want to grow big, embrace collaboration. What are they telling you? They're telling you that you should engage people. You should embrace people. We need to be conscious of the way we treat one another. Very, very, very important. We need to be conscious of the way we treat one another. So we are going to be talking about it, and I want everyone to add their voice. Is there anything called self-made man? Is there anything like that? Because people talk about I am self-made. Nobody did anything for me. Nobody I did all by myself. But if you think very deeply, you will discover that no one can do anything by themselves. No one can do this. Even when you became conscious, you cannot do everything all by yourself. You cannot do everything all by yourself. You're welcome.
I'm trying to join this program several times. My this app don't work. I just very remember my work.
You can go to the Spark Up. You will always get update about the program. You understand? The Spark Hub, sparkups.org. You can join through the StreamYard, the Spark Up, THESP. Don't worry, just follow the program. We will definitely, share some things with you. The Spark Ups, or your WhatsApp number. I will send you some things on how to get update as to this program, add you to even a WhatsApp group. You understand? And so that you can always get updates. We have a social media where you can make calls, you can create your own community, you can meet with people, you can do free courses, you can advance your own self. And what we're trying to say is that we all need to work on our mind. Let me just give some sort of on this topic so that you can all contribute. You all have some time to talk about what we are talking about. We're talking about people-to-people revolution as to nation building, and we want a case whereby when we bring up a topic like this, is an intellectual movement, and we want people to take actions on them. We don't want a case of talking and we just leave it at the realm of talk. So we are considering the fact that there is no one that is self-made. You understand? That is there anything called self-made, person? Some people come out and tell people nobody helped them. They were the one that make everything happen for themselves. Nobody assisted them in life. They did this themselves, they did that, they did this. But there's nothing. I have observed that there is no success that is one person driven. There is no success, you're welcome, that is just one person driven. No success like that. No success. The number one person in the world when it comes to riches today, which is Elon Musk. He did not achieve his success alone. He achieved it as a result of teamwork. So what we're trying to say here is a place of people-to-people revolution. We all need to embrace it. We're saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, instead of creating chaos in our community, let us engage in this revolution. Let us not focus our energy in trying to dethrone the powerful one among us because we elect them into power and we feel that they did not do what we expect them to do. Instead, let the powerful one among us adopt the less powerful one and mentor them to greatness. It's a no-brainer. If we are here now, about 5 of us or 4 of us, if we decide to assist ourselves, who will arrest us? Nobody will arrest us. If we decide to support ourselves, no one will arrest us. Nobody will, we say what we're doing is bad. You understand? So that is the ideology of a people-to-people revolution. The people-to-people revolution is saying that if people are living in certain streets and you guys unite and you want your streets to be the best streets in the world, it is possible. It is very, very possible. You just need to, because let me say this, the of your imagination is very neutral. It does not know which is which. Whether you're thinking backward or you're thinking in the present or you're thinking in the future, it does not know. So it is good that people come together and say, this is what we want to see. And everybody put in their subconscious. You understand? There is no one that has been in a certain level that did not program it first. You're welcome, please. You're welcome. You understand? Please join the live because it's a beautiful. We're talking about something very important here. is there something called self-made man? Is there anybody just emerge with no help from anywhere? No people that someone just engage by itself and just emerge. You understand? So that is what we're talking about today, because the revolution we are engaging with today is about people to people revolution. You know, the people to people revolution of the global clusters, and the ideology behind this revolution is that, is there somebody that is a self-made man? Some people come out and they boast, I am self-made, nobody made me, nobody added anything to them, nobody did anything, they did everything by themselves. Some people come out like that and say that openly. But today I'm trying to say that, you see, there is no self-made man anywhere. If anybody claims to be a self-made man, that is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. There's nobody that is self-made. No one is self-made. That is my own position. I'm going to hear from everybody. You have the right to your own opinion. If you feel some people are self-made, let us know. Is there, but I am coming from the point that, number one, when you were giving birth to, none of us, we were not conscious. A lot of us are not conscious about, a lot of us are not conscious about who we are, or what will be, what's happened to us, and all of that. You know, a lot of us, we are not conscious about that. So the place of the people to people revolution, it's a no-brainer. It's a real deal. It's a revolution that actually called for everyone to come together and ensure that we engage. We engage in bringing, in giving ourselves what we need in our community. Kájọ máa gbélé kan sìn, tá bá agree, inú ilé kan ni gbogbo àjọ wà, a sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣoríire. Tá bá sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣoríire, if we all put it in mind to be successful in life, it's a no-brainer. It will definitely happen. We will achieve the greatness we all think of achieving. Thank you very much. We'll achieve the greatness that we all think of achieving. But I've seen people, even some of them are even men of God. They'll say they owe nobody anything. They'll say they owe nobody anything. But the last time I checked, there's nobody that has become anything or not without a support of somebody. The first connection you have in life, the people, there's not, as a matter of fact, even when you pay for something, you must always need somebody till, because when you are coming to this world, someone carried you in his own room. When they get back to you, somebody received you. Make sure you did not die. Somebody make sure you did not die as somebody that is conscious. It was somebody that ensured that you were living. Somebody ensured that you were nurtured. As a matter of fact, there has been a debate nípa olùbíni àti olùtọ́ni. Which one is the greatest? Olùbíni àti olùtọ́ni. That the person that gave birth to you and the person that actually nurtured you, which of them are more important in your life? And people have deliberated, if this one did not give birth to you, how will that one see what to take care of? Another person said, oh, if another person said, oh, if this person did not take care of you, how will you emerge? How will you become who you become? You understand? So the place of people to people revolution cannot be pushed away. Any time, even when you were just spermatozoa and the egg, when you just formed and you were just in your tiny stage there, somebody was nurturing you. The person was eating something so that to ensure that you are growing better. The person was taking some sort of medication to ensure that you form the way you were supposed to form. That you were not, you did not form somehow. You understand? You did not form abnormally. You all your hands complete, your head straight, everything was making sense. So somebody was making sure that everything around your life was going on well. So no one can claim I'm self-made. Nobody, no one on earth can claim that. But we've seen a situation. What can we say about people that comes out even on the social media that will say, I owe nobody anything? No. You owe your progress to some people. You owe your lifting to some people. You understand? Someone gave you a voice. Someone, when I did the 70th birthday to someone last year, we did it in Turkey. I can tell you, I followed someone to a party, and that was how I met the woman, and that was how this relationship started. You understand? It was from one person. People, we are not paying attention to the people around us, and that is why we are not emerging. That is why we are not growing. If your growth is limited, it's because you have refused to pay attention to people that are around you. If you engage people, if you add value to people's life, people will feel that they owe you something. Can somebody think about you and think that, oh, I think I owe this person something? Do you understand? Can somebody think about you and think, if everything in your life has always been by your effort alone, my brother, my sister, you are not living. You are only existing. Everything in your life is you have to struggle. Nobody even say take water. Take, they dash you water. Nobody dash you water. Nobody can say this cloth, I bought it for you. Take this shoe. Take this perfume. Nobody giving you anything. It means you are not engaged in this revolution. It's a revolution that will build our nation, that will build Nigeria, that will build Africa. If we have to build our environment, if we have to even build our life, we must engage in this revolution. Sometimes you should call that Queen Beauty, how will you? That alone, you don't know what that person is going through. Just because you place a call through. You understand? So we must engage. Relationships are to be serviced. You cannot have a relationship without servicing it. The people-to-people revolution is not a spectator call. If we really want a beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria, if we want a United States of Africa, we must engage in people-to-people revolution. We must. It's not that oh madam, if I engage, if you engage, if everyone, 8 of us here engage, and the people that we engage with equally engage, that is how we can build a better society. A better society is not magic, it's action. A better society is taking steps, the right steps. Everyone taking the right step. Building capacity to emerge is taking the right step. We must all know this. This is something we all know. We cannot talk about building the nation without building ourselves. You're welcome, Mr. Toy. You're welcome, everyone. You understand? We cannot talk about nation building without building ourselves and without recognizing that nobody is a self-made man. No one is self-made. Now, I'll soon be opening the floor for everyone, that because some people feel that they are self-made. When people think they are self-made, what can you say about them? Because I feel that there's no way you can be on this earth and said everything you achieve this day, you have achieved it by yourself. You know, you cannot say that everything you have achieved it by yourself. It's not something that anybody can say. If you say, everything mo di láyé mi, èmi nìkan ni, èmi mo ṣe wàhálà yẹn tí mo fi di. No. Even if you have a staff, even if you are paying them salary, they have added to you. They are people, they are your team. The community we created was not, I can be the initiator, but I'm not the one that is putting it together. Like for some days now, I've not been available to even do this live. I've been busy doing one or two things, and some people have been engaging. If you go to YouTube, go to SparkUp, you'll be seeing what they have been doing. That is why it is nothing you can do by yourself. Start engaging people. Start putting the right attitude there. Start wearing the right attitude. Let people know you with the right attitude. So without wasting our time, is there anything called self-made man? Some people say they are self-made, that nobody, they don't need people, they don't even have anybody that has done anything for them. You understand? Is there something like that? If there's something like that, can anyone explain? If in your opinion you feel there is something like that, kindly explain. And if you want to dwell more on what I have said, because I have said that there's nobody that just emerged. The fact is that you don't emerge alone. I came to this world, someone meets with someone, two people met sexually and they produced me. Someone donated his spermatozoa, another person donated his own hair. And that was what formed me at the Adekunle Badmus. That was equally formed you, that you're listening to me right now. Now, these people, they are people. There is not one person. People. Someone's spermatozoa, someone's egg. You understand? And someone again nurtured me in the womb. Someone, maybe one person was going out there to work, bring out the money, give to the other person. The other person bought the right thing that I needed, the right nutrient to grow inside. You understand? And I was growing until I hit the 9-month delivery time to come to this world, and I came to God. When I was a baby, I didn't even know when I was a baby, when I was coming. I didn't know what I was doing. That realm is being controlled by something. It was just maybe 2 to 3 years old. You start gaining consciousness about yourself. You understand? And at that time, you are still vulnerable. You're still a little baby. Your brain is probably blank, as in you started learning even while you were not even conscious. Because from the womb, learning started. By the time I moved my leg like this in the womb, somebody hit me, bam, I adjusted. I was not still conscious. So I believe we are all made by somebody. And that is why this revolution should be a strong, integral part of our life. Engaging in people to people revolution. So, having said that, I want to people to actually contribute. Let me call the let me call Clostridium Farex. Farex, Clostridium Farex, are you there? So let me call Clostridium Farex to ask his voice. What's your take? Is that something called self-made man? You understand? If you think there is self-made man, I know some man of God they've said are self-made. So okay, can you explain to us how they were made? I've thrown out some point there, and if you say, "Oh, there's no self-made man," you have other points to add to the point that I've said. It will really make sense. Let's dive into. Let's engage in this discussion. Dr. Faris, what's your take on people-to-people revolution? Faris.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead. What's your
Uh, okay, boss. Maybe somebody should quickly go before me, sir. My network is, or maybe I'm trying to.
We can hear you.
I think it took me out and just brought me back in.
We can hear you.
Hello, sir.
I said we can hear you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So, the first thing I want to say is that when we're talking about a self-made person, it's, I believe some people just came up with that word, self-made, because of their achievements, what they have been able to achieve. So they just felt, for me to get to this point, you know, because I'm skilled in a particular thing and I was able to get to this level. So then it means I'm so intelligent. You understand? My IQ, like my intelligence and quotient, or my intelligence level is very, very high. You know, when you begin to think that way, there's no way pride will not set in. In fact, I think anyone that says that, we should just see the person as somebody who is proud, like you have pride in you. Yes, that first point you mentioned, that nobody should say, or if anyone says, I am self-made, I got everything by my own, you know, efforts, then it means the person does not know that before you even got to that point, when you were a baby, did you ever, I mean, were you able to tell when they were wearing pampers for you or diapers? You understand? Did you know that time? So is it possible for you to just uh, make yourself? Hello, am I still being heard?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So, uh, when you were a toddler and your mother or your parents were changing your diapers and all those stuff, and they'll clean you up. Did you know that time? So, how come, because you're a full-grown man now, you have all the influence and or maybe affluence and everything, and now you think you are self-made?
I think there is a network glitch over there. There's a network glitch over there, and we let's also thank you, Cluster. In fact, he's trying to at a point that when you were a toddler, what do you think happened to you at that time? Are you conscious and of that period? And is making a whole lot of points, explaining about when you were a toddler. If the network is okay, it will still come up and round up its points, points on the people-to-people revolution and the place. If you someone will say I'm self-made, if people say they are self-made, what do you think? Is there any like self-made? No. Let's engage Clusterian Olukayode Oyedotun. Let's engage Olukayode Oyedotun. What's your take on the people-to-people revolution? Is there anything called self-made man? Clusterian Olukayode Oyedotun, aka Master Genie, the OO2 certificate revolution of the global cluster. What's your take on this?
Thank you very much, our global president of the global cluster. Thank you for this great platform. Thank you for this great opportunity. I greet our First Lady, Chief Mrs. Potaya Badmos of the global clusters, and I greet every great clusterian who are present on the meeting today. Thank you so much for joining us on the people revolution of the global cluster. I also greet all our new members and listening to us in the future that are looking to join us today. I can see one of our brother there join us on Monday. Thank you. We'll definitely reach out to you on our platform. This is why we are here. This is people-to-people revolution. There is nobody called self-made. I have known this from a very young age myself. I even put it in my own mind that when God help humans, then they'll say they are self-made, because there is something above all of us. So I agree with what the global president said. My own contribution is it is people's selfish interest that will make them believe they are self-made, because in life you have your father, you have your mother, you have your grandparents, you have the first generation. So there is no way you're going to say you are self-made. When people are happy, they believe it's by their self. But when they are going through bad times or negative time, then they will refer to that maybe their family problem or going delay or something like that. But when they are making money, then they are self-made. So I believe it's just a slang from probably, the new version of the young ones growing up now, or people that are selfish in their own natural way. But when we people to evolution of global clusters, whereby we say, let us come together, no matter what age, whether you're Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa, or you're from Kenya, part of the African map you have. We are saying, let us all come together on the global cluster as a cluster together, whereby we can all give ourselves accurate knowledge and information of our industry, where we can also connect with accurate connections with giants of other industries, technocrats, professionals, and entrepreneurs. So these are the people that make every better place in this whole life. So when you see our other skin color, I don't want to say white, but that's you can see that when they come together, they always win us because they this connection with each other. And when you go they work together in the So that is what once we Africans can wake up and get with each other and be there for each other, not because you want to gain something from that person, but just be a human towards another human, like man to man, woman to woman. Be nice, be kind, people to people revolution. That is what we are saying on the global clusters. From communication with someone else, that's how you can know where you can even do things together, because two heads is always better than one. And some wise people will say a problem shared is half solved. So this life is full of chaos. We all wanting to chip our own little bit in to solve a problem. So I don't believe there's anything called self-made. Even Musk is not self-made. He has to put the money in the right places with the right ones that he can consult with his money to make it work for him. So there is nobody that is a self-made. Anybody that believes he is made, I believe that person will just be on their own themselves for a very long time. So that would be my own contribution on the self-made. When it comes to people revolution, we all need each other. You know, the Yoruba will say, "Kafo to well, say Kafo to well." So we all need each other. Thank you very much, our global president, for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone who has listened.
Thank you very much. You know, he mentioned something that there is nothing like self-made. There is nothing like self-made. And some people, you know, I have a question. What can we say about the people that comes even on the social media and said, we owe nobody anything. Nobody has enough. And again, they tend to do something. Some people give the glory to God, not knowing that there's nowhere the God you're talking will act without people. God has always been responding to his people through people. In scriptures, he said, turn angels like human beings to come and assist, which means eventually the way it will relate to you is people will come. So let me get, is Farex, is your network okay now? You want to conclude your point? Farex.
All right, sir. I believe so, sir. All right, thank you, sir. I have some proofs here that no man is self-made. Number one, you know, that's the first one the global president talked about, and that's the one I was building upon before the network kicked me out. You were born through someone. The first and strongest proof. I want everyone to hold on to this. No one chose their parents, hospital, tribe, or the environment by others. Your mother, the medical team, even society's structure. Life itself was handed to you by others, not created by you. So let's know that. Another one is every skill you have was taught directly or indirectly, whether formal education or talk about teachers, mentors, authors, YouTube creators, coaches, pastors, elders, imams. Even self-study depends on books someone else wrote and videos someone else created. You didn't download knowledge from the sky. No way. Another one, every success sits on a system others built. Your progress is tied to systems that existed before you. Roads someone constructed, electricity someone generated, phones, apps, and networks someone created. A government structure, even when imperfect. Schools someone funded. Laws someone enacted. All the laws we're following or we're applying now. Somebody, now human being bring them, no be somebody, people just gathered, or let's sit, okay, we are the ruling power, we are the this, okay, let us, you know, you are functioning inside an infrastructure you didn't design. All right. Another one is opportunity always comes through people. Every major breakthrough has human fingerprints on it. Every major breakthrough, major breakthrough. I am saying it again so that we can hear it loud and clear. Every major breakthrough has human fingerprints on it. If it's something people will talk about, if it's something that can add value, if it's something that people can brag about, you didn't do it alone. It's impossible. Someone recommended you. Someone trusted you. Someone opened the door. Someone defended you. Someone taught you. You see, you cannot escape one of these points. So tell me how you can escape from, how you can escape from this. And you can boldly say, I am a self-made person. It's only God. It's only God. Only God. Yes, I can say this one. I can tell you for free. Someone invested in you. Nobody opens all doors by themselves. Nobody.
Mm.
Master Genie already said so. I think it was. I'm not sure I heard him well. The network was breaking. Then he said Elon Musk. I believe he mentioned that this guy used his money. He gave people that highly intellectual people. He brought them. He sponsored them. Then they made things happen. You can only him do even can only him do everything. I said jokingly in one of our meetings that one person cannot do everything. You'll be the one to build your mansion. You'll be the one to do the rafter. You'll be the one to put the roofing sheets. You'll be the one to fix the sliding whatever. You'll be the one to do the marble whatever. You'll be the bros. You will die. The person will die. So somebody you must. So another one, you benefit from the sacrifices of others. Before you ever existed, people fought battles you didn't fight. Independence struggle, civil rights movement, security personnel keeping territories safe, parents who sacrificed to raise families, leaders who created institutions. We step into victories we didn't win. You can't grow without a community. That's another point. You can't grow without a community. Humans are wired for interdependence. Business needs customers. Bros, why are we selling ARE today? If after produce, if we don't have people that will come and buy, how do we do it? No. I want to consume everything. Now only me. I don't want to sell out. I know my brother. It's impossible. You to just get destroyed, or if they will it will just perish, and you will not even be happy about it. Like somebody said, if you don't want anybody to offend you, don't want anybody to offend you, and you I don't want anybody to offend me, I don't want anybody to insult me, I don't, then stay in your house. Then the person now jokingly said, even when you stay indoor, somebody next door neighbor, they do their own jeje, no be you they talk to, but because you just said something that connects, you just think now me they talk, you will feel offended again. So there's no way. Teachers need learners. That's why we have our Spark Hubs. You know, if you go to the sparkhubs.org, we have free courses there right now. We have, you know, you want to learn morals. This is a platform. I was saying before others joined us, I during my TikTok, my live, and a guy joined. The first guy joined. He said he's an electrician and stuff, and we got talking, and I told him nation building, and the guy was saying, okay, let me explain to him that I should explain to him. I explained, and he said, beautiful. Another guy joined this same evening, and the guy was just saying rubbish. And I said, bros, please, if you don't want us to, he said, no. He said, bros, we're not talking about nation building. Let's talk about something else. I said, for my own life, for my own distance, I get it now. So pastors need congregations, all right? Doctors need patients. Traders need buyers. No one reaches greatness in isolation. Let me draw the curtain. Even your weakness require help. A sick person needs a doctor. A discouraged person needs support. A confused person needs counsel. Strength is not the absence of dependence, but knowing who to lean on at the right time. History confirms it. Every global giant had support. Nelson Mandela had Oliver Tambo, Sisulu, and thousands of anti-apartheid supporters. Dangote had early family capital and government policies that opened doors. Yes, Elon Musk leverages teams of thousands of engineers. Steve Jobs had Wozniak and Apple teams. All right. Wole Soyinka had mentors and institutions that shaped his brilliance. The guy, Nobel laureate, what was that thing called? The guy, it didn't just happen. No. He had to consume some materials. He had to build. He had to pick up people's materials. Yes, the global president you're looking at now, Ambassador Aziz that you're looking at, he has Dr. Michel.
Yes.
That's, you know, in fact, many of you, we need to get that video and post it on our platform, on every platform. So you will see the global president But then those years, those old times, but look at who has become today. He has a story.
Yeah.
He didn't just become global
Mm,
president all of a sudden. Mm-mm.
mm,
He didn't. He always tells us his story. All right. So, but that's for another day. Yes.
mm,
Greatness is never solo. Nature itself
mm,
is interdependent. The ecosystem
mm,
shows the pattern. Plants need sunlight, water, and pollinators. Humans need oxygen from trees. We give them, we need oxygen from trees, and we give them carbon dioxide. I believe I am correct,
mm,
but I know we get oxygen from them. Yes, rain
mm,
needs evaporation. Rivers need mountains. God designed, life to function in cooperation, not isolation.
mm,
So it is a wrong statement to say that self-made, self-made. The person does not know what he's saying. Yes, even spiritual
mm,
growth involves others. You hear the word from someone, you learn prayer from someone, you grow by fellowship with believers or an imam, connect with
mm,
his followers. So the global president already said God works through people. If God wants to send you an angel, if he sends the real angel with that gigantic wings, you go faint. Oh, you, in fact, fear go shake you. So he will come. God will just come your level. It's the truth. People
mm,
that have been able to encounter, that kind of thing, the way they say they shake, you can't even see. Forget. Let me not go into that one. You hear the word from someone who already said that. So finally, you may be self-driven but never self-made. You may be
mm,
self-driven but never self-made. You may be motivated but never self-produced. Every man
mm,
is a product of God's grace, people's contribution, systems already built, opportunities created by others. Self-made is a myth. Yes, God made
mm.
and people assisted is the truth. Thank you for listening. That's just what I have to say. So, no self-made person anywhere. So people just started saying, because they heard somebody, oh, people, we do stuff because this person is doing this thing. Is trending. It's trending. Then
Mm,
everybody joins. So we are no longer in the era of ignorance. Don't allow
mm,
ignorance kill you. Yes, you don't be
mm,
ignorant. Don't say everything you're hearing, and that's why we come here every day. Some people think we are crazy. Yeah, we are crazy for the good cause. Yes, we are crazy for the good cause. So you think we come here every day and you think these guys they no get work. Some people dropped at some
mm,
point. Well, this guy cannot cope, Jare. Listen every day. It depends. We know
mm,
some guys maybe data or something. That's a different ball game. But somebody who feels, well, yeah, let me do all that stuff. Oh well,
mm,
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank
mm.
you,
Wow.
TikTokers. Thank you. Thank you. Master Junior, I cite you.
Wow, that is amazing from Cluster and Farex. And a lot of points has been dished out there in his conclusion. And you can see that even you that they are celebrating, someone has to celebrate you. If you are brilliant and there are no people around, your brilliance is aided by people. And if we created a community like this, I cannot be I cannot be speaking to myself. You know, I have to speak to an audience. We cannot, when we talk about building a community, building the social media, building the First Nation, building social media, we need forward thinkers to come and let us build our nations. Because it takes one person to dream, but it takes the whole community to actualize that dream. Actualizing the dream of the clusters is everyone coming together to make it happen. Submitting your knowledge, submitting your information, submitting your connection. I have Queen Okikiola Beauty. What's your take on people to people revolution? Are self-made? Are people self-made? Is there anything? Because some people come and they brag, I'm self-made. Understand? So What's your take on that? Is there something called self-made? If there is, can you explain? If there is nothing called self-made, can you tell us what is it?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Excellent evening to you, my sister.
President, good afternoon, sir. Mi lè wojú fóònù mi yẹn bọ̀ tí mo kí everybody pé ẹ kúṣẹ́ because I'm busy, but I will say something about what you are saying about self-made. I don't believe there is self-made. Maybe some people have the motive that they're self-made, but we'll see really. You can't do anything without someone. But guys, when you are coming to this world, there's one person that, like what my president has said so far, that he had to be. Why I told Vijabala to Dioro? It's not possible. Please, I don't want to come. Sorry. Possible. And this fight, we need ourselves. We go together, we live together, we talk together, we do everything together. You can't say it's only me, only me, only me. Let's talk about the wisdom. For you to pay on grow son. I want to look for any of them. Okay, stand up. Buy Nico sharing. Buy any washing junk. If they teach you, you don't know how to do it. Or possible cause of home. That's what I told you. Not the community go back. Maybe I need to my junk. You must mamu. And some mamu should be bye. No. One call warning. And I'm talking now, and most of money 10 years save me, any of the people like what my brother has talked. Only me. You will die young, go forget. And when the man's talking, I want to come along bad track in here, only me. I want to know what you for. So we want it to run on. Come on, be pay, Shama shall be Akura. I want to want to know what you know, to Jolo. In here, my friend, Jawani, sometimes. Tempe, one. So, what about the pay? Oh, you can't do anything by your own power. We need each other to talk together, to move together, to do everything together. No one needs to see. Most share for you. See, I mean, you can't let my dad show no me. Possible. Customer want me one. Once a conductor, once a driver and downfall driver. She opens to Colombo family, you driving downfall. Or no, come on, kiri, money, kiri. Like what my say, oh, I told you, pastor. Only the more job. Pastor, the more job, go want to do. Because one come and be able go and check yourself. So where go? So, and to what you normally move the only you. I come and only to bad to that jeje, to pass jeje, jeje. So, this life, it's true. If you can't want to only one be or jeje, or say, well, can you go, Danny, jeje, and that's it, oh, low, jeje, oh, jeje. To that jeje, girl, to my this life, we need each other. Forget about it. No mad me here. No, let me say my talk. To meet people, to talk to people, to interact with people, to meet people entirely. To any so that is why we come to this social media. So let me talk to my president. I want to know him more. Oja come mora wa síwájú àti síwájú sí. Kí ni ìta dẹ̀ fi mora wa ní pé láti gain nǹkan láàrin ara wa. See the knowledge and the wisdom that you are imparting in our life. Ẹlòmíì ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ bí báyìí mi gbọ́, àwọn mi wà jẹ́ kí mi ń gbọ́ rí. Jẹ́ pé bí báyìí ni màá ti gbọ́. But I know not embarrassed with anybody. Báwo ni mo ṣe fẹ́ rí orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? It's not possible. It's not possible. And tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ lóyún bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pé only me, I can do it by myself. Kẹ́ni yẹn múra dáadáa o. Ó múra dáadáa o. So that's my opinion this evening.
Wow.
Please, there's no man
Wow. You said you do JJ on everything. We just go into extinction, JJ. As a matter of fact, the new normal is for the introvert. You don't say, oh, I don't know how to talk. I don't know. You must find a way of exposing yourself, exposing what you do. You can see some most quiet, even speakers. Now, some people are speaking and they are very gentle, but however, they make sure they engage the service of a media team and they make sure that they push themselves out there. Content is oil, is another oil, is oil block. Content creating is another oil. Coming up in a social media like this, I'm streaming all the way from Turkey. Master Jenny is streaming all the way from the United Kingdom. Ario is streaming all the way from United Arab Emirates. And some people can coin Okikiola is streaming all the way from the Federal Republic of Nigeria, one of the most beautiful country in the world, and others like that. Prince, I don't know where Prince is streaming from. I don't know where King is streaming from. So you understand? So we're all streaming from different kind of place, and people will be able to we can meet like this if not for social media, and we're talking on real time. I can listen. She's speaking from her own office, which is her own job, and I'm speaking from where I am here. You understand? So, and everybody is getting something. So let me go to here. That is Lord King. Lord King, is there some like self-made? If there is, can you explain? People that say they are self-made, what can we say about it? What's your
I think everybody, especially the just want to listen. Now, I run always so that the opportunity comes from your staff in the speak for the world. Well, the truth is, there is nobody that is sent to me, and there is nobody that wants to say because we need it. In the case of my life, we need support. We need each other. No matter the we are not
Ayash, he said, no matter what you want to do, you need somebody. That's the voice of Lord King. Thank you for contributing. Let's hear from Ario. Ario, what's your take? Are you able to talk, or you have to work, or you're giving? Self-made. Is there anybody called self-made? If there is, please explain. And what do you think about people that say they are self-made?
First of all, there's nothing like self-made. And people who say they are self-made, I think they are ingrate and unbeliever. If you believe
hold on. Let me. You will continue. You said they are unbelievers. They are pastors that people know that they say we don't owe anybody. They are the owner, is the one that made it, and they are believers. Some believers believe that they owe nobody.
You say there are some pastors. To me, so far you have that mindset that you are self-made. Trust me, you are not a real pastor. Let me like I said, you are unbeliever. Because self-made starts from when we are in our mother's womb. Whom do you rely on then? You rely on your mother. Your mother, what you rely on what she eats. You feed on from there. Then after you this world, she will be the one to take care of you, your mother and your father while you are growing. What this and that. Then even after you start even if you start a business now, if people are not patronizing you, how will you get profit? How will you become what you become today? We all need each other. Nobody is self-made in this world. No is self-made. That mindset of I'm self-made, especially the rich people. Anyway, I don't want to go deeper into Quran because Quran speaks about people like that already.
No, you can speak.
And
go ahead and speak.
I think
go ahead and speak. This is a general platform for everybody. Both Christian comes here and they quote scripture. Like, you can come here and quote Quran. It's acceptable.
People like that. Quran speaks about them in various ways, but let me just say this. Quran said for people who believe in materials of this world, that's the beginning matter. That people believe in materials of the world. Verily, you will come to know. The Quran repeated again. Indeed, you will soon come to know. When we shall all visit the grave. Like people, all these our leaders who believe everything is in the power, who are in the control of the power, everything today, it speaks to them directly. They soon come to know when they visit the grave. Then they have to declare that no, all the things we believe in, self-made, money, everything, it's nonsense. So any point you find yourself, just always be thanking God. Be thanking God, because nobody knows that nobody can boast that tomorrow I will become the president of the world tomorrow. Nobody at young boy or young growing up, nobody knows. We just one day just find ourselves there. So before you get there, there are some people, there are some helpers somewhere who will be assisting you, till you reach your destination. So I don't think anybody in his or her mindset can just open his or her mouth and say I'm self-made. Nothing like self-made though. Nothing like self-made at all. It's only by God's grace. In anything we achieve in life, it's all by God's grace. It's just by God's grace. Even in the Bible, Jesus said, I can of myself do nothing. You rely on God. I can of myself do nothing. What I say, I say what I hear. Are you getting me? So he cannot do anything from himself, except from what has given to him. He performed everything from the power of God. So if you got a billionaire today, there's somebody that is patronizing your product. You are getting money there. If you become a president today, there are some people that will kill you, voted for you before you reach that place. You cannot travel to abroad without getting a visa and ticket. It's not possible. So that's why I say people who still have their brain working properly, we know that there is nothing like self-made. So that's my own point of view.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aria, for that wonderful contribution. Today there is no self-made man, and he used the Quran to back it up. Even quoted scriptures, which is the Bible, to even back it up. That even we've seen that people, even Jesus Christ has relied on his Father in heaven So I said that I have Anthony here. I want to ask. We're saying people should engage in people to people. They should do the right thing to people. That is the way forward in building a better Nigeria, a better Africa. That we should engage in people to people relation. But we're considering a topic because we've seen some people saying they are self-made. Self-made man. You know, what's your take on that? What's your opinion? Is there something called self-made? If there is, explain. If there is not, what's your take on this, Mr. Anthony?
Okay, good morning, Global President.
Yes,
how are you doing? This is my first time joining your platform. I know we have been engaging one platform before, so I'm like, okay, let me come to your platform today. I always listen to you on the FYP, and you understand, I like your show anyways, you know.
Thank you very much.
To be honest, right, we don't look, first thing, right, when you talk about self-made, you don't look at it religious way. You understand what I mean? Self-made has something to do with, if you look at the world, right, and you look at other people back, some people make a true connection, support from families. You understand what I mean? And actually make themselves from ground up. You understand? So they look at the opportunity in their environment and capitalize in those opportunities from zero, and they become who they are. Like we have a lot of example in the world right now, and to be saying that there's no self-made, there's a lot of self-made, or some of the billionaires as well. It's not. You have to create something. You understand? You have to be able to create something, not just I'm putting a business and people are patronizing me and I cannot be myself made. But you're the one that built that foundation. You built that foundation. Let me give you an example here, right? If you look at Amazon today, you understand what I mean? What did Amazon? Amazon can claim that the self-made. Yes, it's a self-made. And what did he do? He looked at the how people shop online. Buy grocery and buy a lot of things, right? And he said, okay, well, let me create something. Let me feed up the gap. And feed up the gap. And he actually, what's it called? Give him a positive result, and he become a billionaire today. And let's look at what's his name? Uber. Uber as well. Feed up the gap as well. So these people, when they're talking, what they that they made themselves. It's not like people made them. It's not about God. We understand God there is watching us. If you're a believer, you understand He's protecting you. Let me tell you something that people don't know. God gives you wealth. God doesn't give you. He gives you the wisdom. Give you the wisdom. That's what He gives you. He give you wealth. And the wisdom that He gave you, that is what you will apply to your daily life, to make yourself, to become somebody in the society, to become somebody in the world. And most billionaires we see today that they claim that they're self-made, they actually capitalize on the wisdom that God gave them. I don't look at this in a religious way. I look at it as the difficult ground. You see so many people that face so many changes when they're growing up. There's no family, there's no friends, there's support. At the end of the day, they were able to break through, find a way to break through. You understand? And this is where it's someone like me. Let me give you an example. Someone like me. My mom passed away when I was in 1993. I was young, very young, right? My dad living abroad. You know, our father. You know, they don't care. They live in their own life. You know, it's just like a kid was abandoned with his own sister, and we continue to struggle. In the long run, we continue to struggle. And end of the day, right? If I want to put something to that, I would say I'm self-made because I fight through. I fight this I fight the obstacles every single day to become who I am today, with nobody's support. But in my journey, after I laid the foundation for myself, right? Yes, I need people. You understand what I mean? I still need people to know whatever I want to sell to. But I'm the one that created the foundation. Would have just sit back and just be relaxing and just determine that, okay, you know what? There's nobody help me. I will not look at anything. I will just be nothing in this world. But when I make the move, right, I was able to achieve something. And I can tell myself today that I'm a self-made. But I'm coming from the religious angle. I was made by God. You understand what I mean? I was by God. But we don't apply, not everything that we apply.
Can I interrupt?
Moment, sir. Not everything.
Lord King, allow him to build up everything. We are actually going to engage him. You understand? I'm already engaged and I'll allow you to engage. Please continue, Mr. Anthony.
Yeah, not everything we apply religions to. You understand what I mean? A lot of people have achieved so many things by themselves. If you look at entrepreneurs right now, who start a business with a little money, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he became somebody. We tell you his own journey. He will be able to explain his journey to you, and you will determine maybe he got help for somebody. Like Donald Trump right now, right? We will not call Donald Trump a self-made because he stated it there. His father gave money to start his own business, to build his own empire. But somebody like me now, I have a father that gave me the money. I look for money by myself. I fight my obstacle and I was able to defeat it. And that's why I can claim that I'm a self-made. But it's not anything really that we've been ungrateful to God or anything. But this way, I give glory for giving me the knowledge. I can still be a self person. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I know Lord King wants to engage, but I have some questions for you, but I will allow Lord King to engage. Lord, please unmute yourself and talk to us. Lord King. Lord King, are you there? Self-made. You can call yourself as self-made. Now, what we're saying is that in life, people from your family might not have helped you. It's understandable, but there's no way you exist without getting an helping hand from one or two. You understand? There's no way in life you will be and somebody will not recommend you for that thing, or that even that knowledge you have, someone believes in you first. Even that skill, someone believed in you. What we're trying to say here is that when we say, because some people just see that we're talking about self-made, and some people can say, oh, because I came from a very tough background. Me, 25 years ago, I was homeless. 25 years after, I became a global citizen. You understand? But still yet, I cannot come here and say I am self-made. Why? Because as I was growing gradually, knowledge, information, and connection made me. The knowledge I possessed, I was able to use it as a service to people. And the people got me connected to another people. And the information was the bridge I climbed from where I was to where I am right now. So what we're saying in a nutshell is that, yes, you struggle growing up, but it might not, the help might not come from any of your family. Today, I have an American godmother. I have a Turkish godfather. You understand? Professional father. You understand? These were two people that I can say my success is linked to. They are people. Apart from the people that don't dash me, that they met together to form me, the one that donated sperm and that the one that donated the egg. Someone donated sperm, someone donated the egg to form me and to form you. So these are the people that made me to this earth, that brought me to the earth. Apart from them, the fact is that they gave me what they have. I don't have the right to choose where I want to be, but they gave me what they have. But there is an inborn zeal for success for me right from my young days, because we were in Face My Face. So at the point we could not pay for one room, and I just made up my mind that I would not end up I would not even start my bachelorhood in a room, and that was what happened. I knew that it resonated with me, the place of mind, putting some right words in your mind, because you see that your mind is very neutral. If you're thinking of the past can happen to you. If you're thinking of the present can happen to you. If you're thinking of the future can happen to you, because it's very natural. So let me leave that. So what we're saying is that I don't know what you're doing now that make you to emerge, that make you who you are today. But the truth of the matter is that someone somewhere, might not be in your family, has actually supported you. No human being can live in isolation.
Do I have a right to reply?
Yes, you have. You do. You can respond.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I totally understand what you're saying, right? And what you're saying is based on your experience in life, what you've seen. You understand what I mean? And that's why I emphasized earlier that everybody have their own story. You see, there will be a time that some people will rise from a difficult background to a success without anyone assistance. You understand what I mean? There will be. And I'm telling you for the fact that not everybody that you see in this world that rise to success got help from somebody or assistance from somebody. It's how you create that, how you build that background. You see, before people start seeing, before you're nobody, But when you create that opportunity and you create the thing for people to see you, to know you, that is when people will be you'll be attracted to successful people. They want to do something with you, but you already made yourself. That is the reason why they're seeing you. That is why everybody's journey is different in life. My journey is different. Your journey is different. If we ask everybody here to give their own life journey, or life experience, you will hear a different opinion. You will have different stories here, right? Some people will tell you that, you know what, before I left Nigeria, there's nobody. When I got to this abroad, there's nobody. But by the grace of God, I am where I am today. That's when I say, if we have to go spiritual, you understand what I mean? By grace of God, I am where I am. I'm not going to say here that I came to abroad and I'm working, I'm doing what I'm doing. I went to school, I got my degree and everything. It's from the assistant, or I got assistant for anybody. No, I'm not.
Okay, nobody ever assisted you in any way.
No, through my journey to become who I am. You understand what I mean?
No, I was saying that. Okay, now, where are you streaming from?
I'm in Canada.
Right? Canada, right? Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Now, before you left for Canada, you went to Canada through school, right? Studies.
No.
Okay. Visit, right?
I don't want to talk about my.
Okay. Hold on. The information about Canada, how do you get to hear about it?
Okay, I came to Canada. That's why I say, if I say all my story, right? I came to Canada through. Okay. No, I'm asking your question. I came to Canada through my parents. You understand? My dad, after abandoning us for long, you understand what I mean? I came there and I was here, but I was expecting coming over here would be something more easier for me. You understand? Like a start over and have an assistant from family or any other person, but it become the same issue in Nigeria. You understand? Like you've been abandoned as well. You understand what I mean? It's just a life experience, what I've been through. And I have to start over, just me. And even abroad, nobody helps you. You have to build yourself.
Of course. Hold on.
Yes.
So I do not be like, it's just the two of us. Shinsho, you want to say something? You want to read out something? Please read it out. Let's listen to you. Shinsho. President Farex.
Oh, boss, thank you for the opportunity. And thank you, Mr. Anthony. Thank you for your contribution. So let me go straight to the point. Let me read this out. Self-made is a popular phrase people use to describe someone who claims to have achieved success entirely by their own efforts without help. Yes. Who claims to have achieved success entirely by their own efforts without help from anyone else. Now, but when we break it down deeply, no human being is truly self-made, because every success story is connected to people, opportunities, systems, exposure, support, and the environment. Meaning of self-made. A self-made person is someone who worked hard for their success, all right? Someone who did not inherit everything, someone who started small and climbed up, someone who maximized the resources available to them, but it does not literally mean they did everything alone. Better understanding of the concept. When people say, I am self-made, what they usually mean is, nobody spoon-fed me, I wasn't born into luxury, I pushed through challenges myself. However, even those people had people who taught them, teachers, mentors, and so on and so forth, a community or environment that shaped them, opportunities created by others, a system, family, market, government that made their rise possible, customers or supporters who believed in them, divine grace that guided their path. All right. In summary, self-made means you took responsibility for your life and worked your way up with determination. But it does not mean, this is the final thing, but it does not mean
You succeeded alone without any support. Please let's hear this well. Without any support, influence, knowledge, or platform created by others. So let me draw the curtain here. Thank you.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, Mr. Anthony.
I think it's good for everyone to be given opportunities.
Yeah. Okay. I think, Mr. Anthony, before you respond, I know virtually everyone here has spoken. It's only Zest that has not spoken. So let's hear from you. What's your take on that, please?
Okay, I will try to be brief, but to be sincere with you, I totally believe in self-made.
Okay.
When you say somebody is successful, it doesn't mean somebody that can just feed themselves alone. It doesn't mean somebody who depends on salary or has a good job or get to the pinnacle of their career and they still survive on income. That's not self-made. Self-made individuals are individuals that have attained huge success by the dent of hard work and self-belief. It does not mean that they do not receive help from other people. Other people receive help from other people, but they did not transmit themselves into that level in life. But to be self-made is to be accountable for your own action. I can categorize myself as a self-made person. And I tell you this, whether you believe it or not, when I was in Nigeria, there was a period in my life that I had 6 jobs. And I'm not capping, I'm not exaggerating, because I wanted to attain success. I graduated in a year. The year I graduated, after my youth studies, my dad passed away. And you know what that means in my culture. That's the end of your education, so to do. I remember when on the sick bed, we had conversation. What do you want to do now after graduation? I had it in mind to go back for master's and doctorate and become a researcher. That was what I had in mind. And I told him, and he said, good. Once we finish with this, then we will start working on that. That means after he gets better, but he never got better. He died, he passed away. And I had nobody to look up to turn to. What did I have to do? I got a job. At that time, it was a Abacha government time. At that time, the government froze employment. So you can't work with the government with a degree. They only allow them to hire people with diploma level 6 downward in the state civil service. So I was lucky. I had an uncle who called me and said that I can work with the government, but I have to be on level 6. That means below my education. I accepted the offer. I went to a school close to that particular establishment because, you know, government job, you just go there, you do nothing from morning to evening. Eh? So I got tired of sitting because I went to school close by. But looking for a teacher, I was substitute, and at the same time, I was working with the government. So said. In that school, myself and the money I saved when I was doing all my hustle. So I decided to buy a car. The purpose of buying a car for me was to be able to shuttle between Ibadan and Ife. Because I was going to do, at that time, I wrote for MBA at Ife and PhD at UI. So and I was living in Ibadan. So that was the purpose of buying the vehicle. And I started the book program together. But at a point, they went on strike for a very long time at UI. And I said to myself, I will do this abroad. Then I just forgot the PhD program, finished the MBA, and on and on and on and on, moved abroad. I remember when I came here, just like everybody, okay? I'm not capping. I came to Canada with only $40 in my pocket. 40 Canadian dollars in my pocket. No, sorry, 40 US dollar in my pocket. That's what I had like that. And the first day, my wife and I went out. We blew $20 on taxi ride. So nearly $20. And from there on, I started working on a farm because I studied agriculture. So I started working on a farm and worked there a few months. And I did not like the condition of the farm. And I left, got another job. From there, I decided to buy my own farm after 3 years of being in Canada. Nobody gave it to me. I bought it. Okay. And from there, I decided to start investing in real estate, investing in capital market. And today, I can say I don't need to work again. I'll be fine for the rest of my life.
Amazing.
Okay. To me, you can't take that personal experience from me and tell me there is no self-made person. There is. I could have stayed at the level of the civil servant in Nigeria. But I choose not to. I choose to work and believed. And even till now, I still have dreams of doing something better, not staying where I am. When I have the right opportunity, I will do it. But looking for opportunity. Self-made people, you have people, the people that created all this app that we are using, all these people that created Facebook, most of the things that we use today are made by self-made people. So if we say there is no self-made people, we are deceiving ourselves. I don't want to use another word. We are deceiving ourselves because the truth of the matter is that some people dedicated their time to make themselves. Let's give them the recognition that they deserve. Do not let us say there is no. They don't waiting for their relative to leave them a fortune. So many people are waiting for their father to pass away and leave them a lot of money. Some people are waiting for connection to maybe Tinubu to get to a level in life. And some people believe, I don't need any connection. I'm okay where I am. I'll make it. So it's up to us to roll our sleeves and work hard. That would be my contribution. Thank you.
Wow. Mr. Anthony, please jump on that immediately.
Yeah, I totally agree with him because I was talking to Mr. Sinshaw in the comment section. I said I don't have the major advantage. You understand? Not even the little advantage. You notice how the life in Nigeria was back then, and I'm talking about during the military regime. You understand what I mean? Things are very difficult. I was one of the boys. If I tell you where, you probably know. I think one of the last time that we had discussed, I told you where I grew up, right? I grew up on Oshodi, Brown Street, right? And people know how very tough it is back then. You have to even sell. Even when I was young, right? I can even claim that I didn't make anything, but I was surviving on my own. You understand what I mean? Selling all this back in the day. You're selling this ice water, the block one, and you put in. But when I got the opportunity to come to Canada, which I appreciate my dad. After all the neglect and everything, he ended up giving me another opportunity to come to Canada. But I told you when I came to Canada, the journey started again. You understand what I mean? So the reason why I'm saying that I'm a self-made is because of my hard working, my hard work, my decision, and my determination. You understand? That lead me to where I am today. You understand? It's not like in life you will not come across some people, but the assistant that you're referring to, when I say a direct assistant from somebody, there's no direct assistant from anybody. But if you're talking about the system and the education, that would be another topic. Everything is there. Even in Nigeria, the system is there that made some people who they are today. The education is there that made some people who they are today, because some people don't have the major advantage. That's why they're unable to be what they want to be today. So for me, I totally agree with the previous speaker. And yeah, I can claim self-made today. You understand? It's not like I'm not being grateful to God. You understand? I mean, like what Mr. Aria was saying. Yeah, I give thanks to God every single day. I appreciate God. And now that people know me, you know, when you become somebody, you find people again that want to be in your life. They continue to assist you. You understand? But I already made myself before those people walked into my through my door and started being my friend and sharing ideas and knowledge together for me to continue to grow. And like you now, right? Mm-hmm. In the future, I will say, oh, I came to your platform today, right? You're part of my life story. You understand what I mean? Like Mr. Zeda says something now. May anybody here are part of my life story because I learned something from them. And that's how I grow. You understand? But I already laid that foundation through my hard work and my determination. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to break down something. Our story is somehow similar. I came from a broken home. You know, my dad and mom lived separately. When I was 4 years old, I told my mother, I said, I want to go and meet my father. We're staying in Ibadan, where my both parents are from Ibadan. So I said, I want to go and meet my dad. So I was the only child that started staying with my dad at age 4. And my dad, you know, men, they go out, go and do business, go and work and all of that, you know. And when I was 6, I started my first business. And I only observed an elderly auntie. I cannot forget her name. Her name is Auntie Sherry. So I saw that Auntie Sherry will go to like 2 streets away to buy donuts. So 13 kobo. You will buy 1 dozen for 1 naira. That is, it will sell at 1 naira 20 kobo. You make 20 kobo profit. So when the money they give to me, my dad gave to me, was going down, I had to compete with that Auntie Sherry. There was bus cutter. I think we were staying at the bus cutter and there was main entrance to the main business. I got a tray inside this thing. I just display the 1 naira with me. I just started selling donuts. And at a point, we could not afford that 1 room. I had to go and squat in my uncle's place. My dad went to squat in another place. We normally meet on the street. And I have this, what I call grit. I can see the grit in Mr. Anthony, in CS. I can see the grit, and some other people that have spoken. That is GRIT. It's an inborn thing for every human being. It has a way of pushing you to do something that even sometimes when you look back and see what you have achieved. You know, one day I woke up in the Republic of Turkey, where I live, where I'm streaming from, and I was in my duplex, and I was like, when did all of this happen? You understand? So, like, you just see that you're imagined because you're taking actions and you're taking steps. Now, what we're saying, you have mentioned it, you have answered it. In the real sense, sequel to what she showed, that is personal forex. You know, read out, what you said, what they said, it shows that yes, there were support systems made by people. Systems did not just emerge. People create systems. Environment does not just emerge. We were talking, I don't know when we were talking, and somebody was saying that yes, it was a capacity panelists today in the church. And we're talking about when we say someone is a dropout in a developed society. If you say Bill Gates is a dropout, these people already won ovarian lottery. You understand? You cannot, I've traveled to more than 30 countries in my life. You cannot be in a developed nation and be stranded, even if you don't have any skill. Unskilled job alone, even Turkey, despite the fact that Turkish lira to naira is about 34 naira or 36 naira or something, I can tell you on a monthly basis, your minimum wage, okay, you will still earn 900,000. That you don't have any skill. You just go to factory, they call it shabu shabu here. You go to factory and work. At least you earn that. And at least you can earn between that and like 1.5 million, depending on if you want to work overtime. With no skill. No skill. So if you have skills or you have some sort of education and some things to put in the table, you can earn way more. You understand? You can earn way more. So what are we trying to say? And that is why we're talking about nation building. I want to urge all my brothers in the diaspora. We enjoy beautiful environment here. You can imagine, we all know that the fuel that we buy in developed nation is more expensive, but somehow I don't need to take taxi. Taxi might be expensive, but there is a card. The government of this country created a card that you can, as a matter of fact, there is a way you even register the card. When you drop at the station, you can still get something back. If you're a student, you pay less. If you don't have the card, there's what they call Dumush, like a downfall that we call in Nigeria. This one is a very nice one that you can pay Naira, and this vehicle enter every street. You just need to know the one that passed your street. You don't need to understand the number. And guess what? All of these things are synchronized with Google, with any map-oriented thing. And these are systems that support people. And when you come to, for instance, there are some of our honorables. When you are in Nigeria, it's very difficult to see them. They create a lot of progress and all of that. But here, abroad, anywhere abroad, when you now meet on the plane program. We'll be sitting by each other's side, and you guys can be talking, and you can actually connect. So what I want trying to say, no matter what struggle we have all went through, I'm identifying with those that have been struggling, because I equally struggled to get to this point. I was squatting in a room less than a standard of a room in Shomolu. You understand? I was born in Bola Jomopo, Shomolu, in Lagos. And I was squatting. I was practically a nobody. Yes, I was practically a nobody. And I started and I emerged who I became today. Today, I'm a UN ambassador for quality and affordable education in Africa. I call it doubles as UN diplomat on government bilateral trade in the whole of Africa. And I'm the ambassador to the National Youth Council of Nigeria here in the Republic of Turkey, and I'm the global president of the Global Clusters Worldwide, among many other hats. You understand? Just to mention a few. So what am I trying to say? I cannot say I emerge, as a self-made, because there are environment, systems, people that has helped me to get to this level. I didn't just get here all by myself. And that is where the people-to-people revolution comes in. We need each other. We need to unite. We need to all come together. I wish that Mr. Anthony look at your wood and look at, creating a cluster, a hub of people, young people, where you can start mentoring. You can start sharing your experience to give them hope. I'm looking at, Zest, ZS. Look at how you can bring people together. And that is why we've created something that can help you do that easily. A social media platform. Proudly Nigeria. I initiated it, but I'm not the only one on it. I'm bringing professionals, technocrat entrepreneurs all over the world together so that we can all get behind each other. We can all put our expertise on the table and ensure that we make Africa and Nigeria great again. So that every nation can, put Africa first and put their nation, make Africa and Ghana great again. Make Africa and Cameroon great again. Make Africa and Gabon great again. Make Africa and Ivory Coast great again. Make Africa and Sierra Leone great again. Something like that. You understand? We can all come together and make sure that we look into our hood and, push people and let people know that come. Yes, I can give you some information. There's some information we have in our disposal that can actually move people from where they are to where they ought to be. And it's a no-brainer. We can actually, make it happen. Two ways of developing a place. Look at what Traoré is doing. Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso. But if we don't have a leader that can champion that, we the people, you understand, most especially we that we are exposed, you understand, our mind is developed. You understand? There are some words that some people cannot preach to us, and we tell the person, hello, I don't need to pray for that. You understand? And you come and say, Olorun jẹ́ múnádé, múnádé àdá, níbi tí wọ́n ti tọ́júlẹ̀ rẹ̀, it does not blink. Is what you use at the end of the day, you get your bill. You understand? So, Kinikon, there are some things that are just there. You understand? So, and we can equally make it happen. And I want everyone to connect with one another. And I want us to connect on the sparkops.org. I think Shinshon can type it, or Master Genie can type it. Every day we meet and we engage in discussion like this. For instance, I want Mr. Anthony to come on our mind surgery one day. It's all happening every morning, 9 a.m. Nigerian time. I think it will be on the midnight. If you can just sacrifice that time, we need to learn from your story. Do you know that your story, we perform surgery for somebody and we give hope to many? You understand? To every young people, to let them know that, come, these are things you need to do to move forward. That is the sparkops.org. You can make calls, connect with me, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. You don't need to share your number. You don't need to share your number with people on this. It's like it has WhatsApp vibes, it has LinkedIn vibes, and it has Facebook vibes. And there are free courses there. Most of the young people that need help from us in Nigeria, we can always bring them here and train them. So if you train somebody, by the time you give the person some little help as money, the person will know how to use it well. You understand? The person will know how to, build, because the person is already, developed mindset-wise. And that is the essence of the community. We believe we can, if a social media will be born out of Nigeria or Africa, it should be the one that will take us from where we are to where we ought to be. So I don't know if anyone wants to say something concerning what I've said. If you want to say something, you can unmute and talk to me. But if you don't want to say something, then I'll be throwing the content today and I'll be explaining what the platform is all about. Mr. Anthony, you want to say something?
I like to be honest.
Yes.
I like your platform.
Yeah.
And I think if we have 1 or 2 platforms, 3 platforms like this, we'll be able to articulate it's on Africa today. So it's a very good thing that you're bringing people together. So most likely to educate, share life experience, and very good thing. You understand?
What's the time right now? 107.
Yeah.
107. This is now it's just in the afternoon. So we are 9:07 in talk right now. In the evenings.
That's like 8 hours different.
Yes, Nigeria will be
7:07.
7:07 right now. So we are having the next meeting around 9 a.m. Nigerian time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you I wouldn't mind having you tomorrow to share your story with us, and we just want to learn. You know, stories are surgeries. You understand? You know, today a lot of people that are online with us today has picked up something, you know, from from you, from yes.
He might not really come tomorrow. He might come. He might look for some time that he'll be free and join us one of the days that he'll come to share his story.
Because the mind surgery.
He might have other programs. He might have other programs he wants to do tonight that will make him not to be able to come tomorrow.
Okay.
What about that?
It depends. It depends on him. Let's allow him to answer.
You see, because I run TikTok platform too, so
okay.
I can run my TikTok platform till like 1 a.m. Today. Yeah, I will try my best to. If I don't sleep off, you understand, right? So if they don't give me a lot of headache, you know what we experience. Someone like me experience.
But sir, I want to say this to you, please. Let us add the tone. Let us not just. A lot of times, I see a lot of good platforms. We talk and we just talk and we just leave it there.
Yes.
You understand? Now, we in our platform, we don't just talk. As I'm talking to you, we are building institutions. We are solving problems. We are. When we talk, we take actions. For instance, in our platform, we have a hub or a cluster called ARE, Agri Real Estate and Export, and we are doing it. Like for instance, this people to people, we are growing it every Sunday. We meet and talk about people to people. Let me just give you the line of programs that we have from Monday to Sunday. Every Monday morning around 9 a.m. Nigerian time to 10 a.m. we call a meaningful Nigerian to share their story, or an African to share their story. And okay, Mr. Yes. So, and when they share their story, everybody give their submission. Oh, I was able to pick this. I was able to learn this. I was able to learn this. So it's surgery for them. You understand? Then in the evening, by 5 p.m. Nigerian time, we go on survival strategies in the new normal. You know, COVID came as a new normal to us. How do people survive in this new normal? Then every Tuesday, we go on humanity revolution. We are saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance that we do in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, let's engage in humanity, the place of empathy in nation building, the place of compassion in nation building, the place of care kindness in nation building. You understand? We engage and we talk about some topic related to that. Respect in nation building. Then every Wednesday we talk about genuine love revolution. We are all product of love. We are all product of excitement. Two people gave in excitement to produce you and me. We were called bundle of joy. You understand? We were, we brought celebration to our family. So what happened? Why is that celebration not radiating everywhere? You understand? So we talk about the place of self-love, not selfishness, love for one another, and we talk about love for our environment. You understand? That is Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we do 3 meetings. We talk about the ARA, Agri, Real Estate and Exports. We are blessed with land to farm. You understand? As a matter of fact, agriculture has resonated with me in such a way that I understand that we are all product of agriculture. You understand? What produce me and produce you is agriculture. If somebody have low sperm count, if they will fix the person, it's an agricultural product that they will use to fix the person. If the person does not ovulate well, if they will fix the person, it's an agricultural product. So we are all product of agriculture, and agriculture is meant to sustain us. Agriculture grew us to become who we are today. We have all consumed agriculture in one way or the other. We have drank water today, we have consumed agriculture. What you're wearing, this cloth, is a product of agriculture. The phone, the gadget you're using has an agricultural substance in it. You understand? Virtually everything we do, the chair you're sitting on, agriculture. You understand? The building is agriculture. So agriculture is a no-brainer. You understand? So we engage in it. As a matter of fact, we have about 411 acres. We're currently growing different kind of things to make sure that for local and export purposes. Then we engage. Yes. It's 12 to 1. 12 to 1. 12 p.m. to 1 Nigerian time. You will see it in the this thing. We are always sharing it on the platform, on the Spark Up. 12 to 1. So we engage, we talk about it.
Sorry, sir. You need to adjust your time a little bit for some of us that
don't worry.
On the other side of the world.
You will no. It will be recorded. Like everything we did today is recorded. It's on YouTube. It's on Play Store. You can go back and everything is recorded. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's on Spark Up. The Spark Up we're talking about is there. You can go and watch everything again. You can even share with people. It's on the Spark Up. Yeah. Everything will be recorded. So at your own time, you can just jump into the Spark Up and just watch.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So then after that, we do B2B, business to business. We bring professional technocrats, all of our friends. We bring them together. We do B2B. You understand? That is from 2 to 3 on Thursday. Then in the evening, 5 to 6, we do accurate connection revolution, telling people how to build the right social capital. That the right social capital is what you need. You understand? A lot of people think they need cash. They say, well, Anthony, send me $10, send me $20. Instead of you to say, well, Anthony, I need to acquire the right intellectual property and connect with the right people. And how do you connect with the right people? Even if you don't have money, you can connect by your attitude, integrity, the place of credibility, the place of integrity, the place of credible relationship, the place of character, the place of competence in connecting. So we do that. So we do that. Then after that, on Friday we do certificate revolution. The 002 certificate revolution is even here, Master Genie. Education has evolved. Education is no longer about certificate. It's now about the certificate. It's more of what you know, what you can do. So education has evolved, but a lot of people don't know. You understand? It's more of skill set, more of personal branding now. So we are now advocating that people should acquire AI skill, technical skill, entrepreneurial skills. But part B of it is that people should be able to learn in their mother's tongue. When we were growing up, we were meant to know that our mother's tongue is vernacular. You understand? Which is not. Your mother's tongue is not vernacular. English should be vernacular to me because it's not my mother's tongue. So your mother's tongue is your real language, and you can learn from it. You want to introduce learning, education in Yoruba, education in Igbo, education in Hausa. You understand? At least the three major ones. And we should legalize the speak of pidgin, which we created, you understand, out of English, as a means of communicating in any campuses. You understand? So these are the things that we want to push to the work. We're creating a certificate school on that. We're doing a lot of things on that. Then every Saturday we talk about security in the morning around 9:30 a.m. Nigerian time, and evening we talk about accurate knowledge and information revolution. The gap between private school and public school is very wide, and children produced from private school and children produced from public school, they don't have two societies, they have just one. So how will they, the ideology can never match. They will always have fight. That is why if you are in a filling station, you are queuing as a responsible citizen. Some people that are not well taught, they will come and disrupt the queue. And that is why the ideology can never meet. Then, we talk about that, and we talk about people volunteering to teach and to donate to public schools so that they can at least have a sense of belonging. Then every Sunday like this, we talk about people to people revolution. This is like, let us not put our blame on those that we elected because they did not do what we expect them to do. Instead, let the powerful one among us adopt the less powerful one and mentor them to greatness. Let us start mentoring one another to greatness. And that is the essence of the whole platform. So Monday to Sunday, we have something. And we welcome people to equally, bring initiatives that can move people from where they are to where they ought to be. You understand? And this initiative, we don't want an initiative that will come up with and will not take action on it. If we say, oh, we want to have a roundtable and produce real politicians, let's groom them to have empathy, to have care, to have this thing. The reason why care is not in our community or empathy is not in our community, you can imagine in a country that some people are suffering, some politicians will come out like this and they'll be showing off, their wealth. Some people will even be flaunting wealth in a country that some people have not eaten. I don't know how they could manage that. You understand? Because you cannot be in a society where you are good and some people are not good. You understand? So we all know how the developed nation that we are. Even if somebody is a billionaire, you won't know. Person will dress just like the way I am like this. You understand? You will know if I'm in Nigeria because my dressing will change. I wear more of, cap, this, that. But when I'm abroad, we dress casually. Most of the time, we dress casually with all of our this thing and all of that. And you see a billionaire dress, don't see the way Elon Musk dress, don't see the way Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg dress. We just dress shirt and trouser, jeans and this. And these are billionaires. You understand? So thank you very much for that. And if let's exchange, DM me your number, Mr. Anthony. Can I have you? I will share some things with you and add you to the group. Then I will join the curtain today by saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determine what we collect. We're not just a social media platform with a marketplace with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world. To join us is free. You can go to the sparkops.org. It can be a Spark Uber, you can chat each other, you can make voice call, you can make video call. It can act as your Google Meet, as your Zoom. You can create a hub to have your meetings there, free of charge. You are not charging. There is no subscription for that. We just open it. It's new. It's currently under review with Play Store and Apple Store so that it can become an app so that we can push it to the world. But if you want to become a premium member, that is already on the Play Store. That is the Global Clusters. You know, you can become a premium member with very low fees, about $47 or 61,000 Nigerian money, and it comes with a UK diploma course for free that is worth more than 700,000 on either data analysis, cybersecurity, certified nursing assistants, many MBA, you know, business analysis, AI courses. You can do that for free. Or you want to become a vendor, we have a marketplace just like Amazon where you can sell your product, and we can urge members of the community to help you sell and share and pay them something. That is a one-time lifetime 81, or I think that is 50 something dollars, about $60, you know, one-time lifetime, and you can do that. But we want you to come in and be part of mission building, and that is why we have created this. And you know, you can start as a Spark Hubber and, you know, recruit premium member. And we is the first social media platform when you recruit members into the community, premium members, you earn. Well, you can go to the marketplace and connect with vendors. We have vendors, both local and international vendors, that you can connect with, and you guys can start doing business. You can start as a broker. You know, it's a way people have been using to survive. They don't have any money. They just broker a deal between one person and the other. You connect the buyer and the seller together and start making something for yourself. So having said that, I want to appreciate everyone that has contributed to today's meeting. You know, that is what we're saying, that the platform, I would not be here talking to only myself. If I've been talking to only myself, I will not spend 2 hours, 17 minutes on this live. You understand? But it's because we have both engaged and we have both learned from one another. And I think I've been added on to. And I know you too, you have picked one or two things from what we've said. And that's how we can create a better world. Because after having your own house, your wife, your children, your own car, your own house, your own everything, then what next? And I think we need to build our father's land. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow on the Mind Surgery Revolution. So, Mr. Anthony, let's connect and let's see possibility of having you tomorrow. You know, just DM me your number so that we can talk. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye for now. Bye-bye.